All right, what's going on, family? This is Paul McMillan II, and welcome to another live New York session. It is October 19, 2021. So we're going to go ahead and take a short look at Forex Factory. And as we can see here, the GBP, the British pound, is going to actually be under slightly major news, starting at about around after 8 o'clock, a little bit after 8 o'clock. That's when the governor is going to be speaking. And then at 1:15 p.m., the US dollar is going to be under some major news slightly around 1:15 and then also 3 p.m. But we're not trading any of those today. We're going to be trading NAS. So let's go ahead and hit the chart. So we're going to do our normal thing. We're going to start from the 15-minute and do our top-down analysis from the 15-minute all the way into the 4-hour. It's basically marking up market structure and supply and demand zones. Then once we get to the 15-minute, then that's where we're going to actually locate order blocks, kind of figure out what the institutional banks are doing as far as where they're going to put in another buy or sell order, and then use our Delorian EMA to kind of follow up where price is going along with, the order blocks. All right. So we're going to go all the way back in the past. The past is going to give us an idea of what's going to happen in the future, always. So, hit. We'll pause this recording until I get to that point. All right, so now we're at that point. So we're going to put a vertical line here. I'm going to start marking up market structure. So I see a wick here that forced prices go into an uptrend here. We want to turn this yellow. All right. And let's see how price kind of respected this zone here. So I really respect this zone, caused the order imbalance here. Definitely up here. And I think to say it's safe to probably put one here. So then we're going to draw our zones off of these. Light yellow. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and change the coordinates to these, and then I'll be right back. All right, so we marked up the zones all the way up until this point. So let's go on and head up to the 30-minute. All right. So let's go on all the way back. So this is where we left off. Yeah, because this is where our vertical line was. So we need to mark up all this here. So we can probably go ahead and put this vertical line, say this is for the 30-minute. So let's see. Kind of really saw some wick action, I'll say here. I'll change this color to green. Let's see. Yep, that's probably good. Might be able to actually push this a little bit up. Yeah, this is more appropriate. There we go. So let me change the coordinates to these. I'll be right back. All right, so I got these two marked up. So let's see, pushing up. Yeah, so let's go on into the 1 hour. Yep. So we can start the 1 hour right up in this area. Price respected this area. So then the next area I can see possibly here. We can make the zones, we can make this red at this point. This is a good area here. Yeah, this is a good area. Now we're going to draw our zones based off of these. This one's going to be changed to purple. Actually, you know what? I could put it on red. Nah, let's put on purple. So let me change the coordinates to these zones and then we'll keep going. All right, so now these zones are drawn up. So now what we're going to do is go to the 4 hour. And as you can see, we marked everything up on different time frames, and then this is probably pretty much it here. And then we got our current price here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of mark this up here. Yeah, this is accurate. We want to make this, let's see. Could make it purple, but I'm going to take the text out. Mark another one up here, same way. And then we're going to make these zones. Could make them purple. I don't want to make them red as a definition of the supply zone. Change the coordinates of these, and then we'll head back to the 15-minute and figure out what's going on. Be right back. All right, so we're back. So we went on ahead and marked up our daily zones. I mean, not daily zones, our zones from the 15-minute to the 4 hours. So now we're going to go back to the 15-minute. And this is where we actually see current price at. So the next thing we want to actually look at now is we want to find order blocks, okay? Now, first thing I want to look at is what is the current trend of price. So typically I check the RSI and I see that price, it trended up, but now it's considered overbought. So now we want to look at order blocks and see what exactly made price spring up. So I'm going to turn on my order block, order flow tracker indicator. All right. So as we can see from down here, the institutional banks put in a lot of buy orders. We even see the buy order blocks and all that other good stuff. But along the way, price sprung up so fast at this point. And there were sell orders that were also initiated as well to kind of bring price back to correct that price order that they wanted to put in on these sells. So that created an order imbalance. So what's going to happen is the banks are going to have to actually bring price back down to close all of these sell orders, bring it down, pull back, bring it down, pull back to close those sell orders, pull it down, bring it back, and then all the way down to here, because there's sell orders all along here, 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 and here. So it's going to cause price to come down, pull back, and then go into a downtrend. That's what banks have to do. They have to actually close those sell orders before they can actually bring price back up again. So knowing that, and price is oversold, this gives me an idea that price is going to actually sell. So with that being said, very next thing I'm going to do here is, let me do this. Is I'm going to actually turn on the Delorian EMA indicator. Now, my sniper entry is going to come when this yellow EMA decides to cross this red EMA. That's when I'm going to actually jump in for a sell. When they start shifting, well, price is already reversing, but when price really start picking up momentum, and start shooting all the way down so they could start closing these sell orders that they couldn't close previously because price sprung up so fast. And it's called mitigation. So price is probably going to come down, fill up this order, and probably pull back, and then fill in this next order here. And then maybe price might shoot down and then fill this order, pull back, and do all that. So my goal is to actually wait until the EMAs cross each other. That's the goal. Now, price may possibly push back up a little bit and maybe hit this resistance a little bit more. We got resistance up here, so I call this a supply and demand. So price might actually do that. I see that on the RSI, it might just actually just push through, or it might just actually just come straight down. So now that I feel like price is trending downward as well, this is where I'm going to draw my trend line. All right. Now, the next thing I'm probably going to do is I'm going to probably right click. And this is another thing I like to do. And this is another tip. Add an alert on the Delorian. And then I want to see it crossing down. See Delorian, I want to cross it down on the EMA indicator too. I believe that's the right one. Let me look at the EMAs here. No, wrong one. And the EMA color is the red, so EMA color 2. So then basically I'm setting an alarm for it to alert me when the yellow EMA crosses the red, crosses down on the red. So then I'm going to put a note here. Let's see. So it's going to alert me and let me know when price does that. I might actually set another one to where it's going to actually cross up. So, the price might push up and retest this top again. It's a possibility. Then it might just automatically drop and cross the CMA. Then if it does, that's when we're going to prepare for our sell. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to sit on our hands and wait for price to come to us. Then we're going to make our decision. So I'll pause this recording, and then once price gets ready and we start selling, then we'll do what we do. Be right back. All right, so to give you guys a little bit of an update, it looks like price is starting to push down. Looks like it's heading that direction. But we'll see within the next couple of candles. You can kind of see it on the RSI. There's wicks in between this candle, so price is not necessarily ready to go, but it may be ready to reverse. We'll see. Be right back. So on the side note here, looks like the yellow EMA is starting to curve. So as soon as it starts to curve and push down to here, then that means that the downtrend is getting stronger. Yeah, it's starting to curve a little bit now. This candle holds and push down. So yeah, it's starting to curve right now. So once it gets closer to this red EMA, then that's when we're going to pull out our risk to reward tool. Matter of fact, I might as well do that now. So I would feel safe to pull my my stop loss here. Probably would put my entry here. Yeah, at least a risk to reward of 1, at least. This would be 168 pips. I want to shoot for at least 200. $200 is down at this point. So then this will probably be my first target here. And then I'll be looking to close at least down here for the second take profit. So let's see. So it's this is 474 pips. So what I'm going to do is, let me get my trading view swipes and set my take profit levels. Be right back. So it looks like this candle is gaining momentum. So we see that the yellow EMA is really curving. So it looks like it's going to be heading towards the red EMA soon. Not quite yet, but it's heading that direction. So I'd imagine by the time these two cross over, it's probably going to be at this entry point, maybe even at this entry point. Now, if I turn on my higher high, lower low risk strategy, and by the time the EMA is crossed, it might be at this entry. If so, then I'll just adjust my entry down to here. So when it gets closer to that point and it hasn't crossed over yet, I'm going to adjust my entry and then put on my stop loss and take profit, and then we'll see what happens. So I will be right back. So price is really pushing. I might go ahead and just put in my stop loss and take profit and just paste it in. It looks like it's about to cover this first entry point, but it might come down and retrace it, maybe close below. So we'll just go ahead and just prepare. So that way when those two EMAs cross, we'll be ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them in. I'm gonna share my phone screen here. Stop loss is going to be 153.76.7. Take profit is going to be 15312.6. Then I'm just going to leave this pasted in. Probably just going to leave this up. So now that we got that put in, back to the main screen here. Yeah, see prices retracing back. Haven't crossed yet. So we're just going to have to wait and see. So we got 4 minutes to the next candle. Let's wait for that and see what it does. Be right back. So price is really dropping. I'm still waiting. See now, yep, the yellow's getting closer to the EMA here. Yellow EMA is getting close to the red. So they're trying to fulfill this sell order, possibly. And then they're going to be ready to sell it again. So probably within the next candle, the EMA is going to start to cross, then we're going to make our entry. So let's wait and see. Be right back. So with this last candle, we see a very strong wick. So it looks like that is really, really resisting this zone here. It's probably an order block. So price is probably for sure going to close back down, push down, because they put in this sell to actually close this previous sell that they couldn't do because price sprung up so high on this previous trend. So we'll see what the next candle does. It's the EMAs are getting very close to crossing each other. We're just waiting for that official cross, then we'll jump in. So be right back. The EMAs are getting closer to crossing. This is pushing down, but I want to wait for the next candle. We got 3 minutes left because price could retrace back, go back into a doji. It was a doji about maybe 60 seconds ago to a minute ago. So let's wait. Be right back. All right, so the alert just went off that the yellow EMA has touched the red EMA, but it's kind of pulling back a little bit. But I want to wait for it to cross just a little bit, and we're going to initiate the trade. So we'll wait a couple minutes and see. We might have to wait for the next candle, but we'll see. Be right back. All right, so the EMAs have officially crossed. See it right here. So I went on ahead and initiate my trade. So I'm going to share my phone screen, see where we're at. This is where we're at this point. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to actually pause this recording, then I'm going to wait until I start profiting. Then I'm going to share the phone screen. So let me just do that. We're at a doji right now. Might be a pullback. We'll wait and see, but they have crossed. Once they start pushing down, they'll officially be crossing. So let me pause this recording. We'll see where we're at. All right, so we see the yellow EMA crossed over the red. So we'll see what the next candle does. The next candle closes below here is game time. So we're already in the trade. We'll see how things plan out. Be right back. So looks like this candle is gaining some momentum. The next candle is going to close in a little bit over 2 minutes. Yellow EMA is officially crossed over and is pushing down even more. So let's see. I'm going to pause this recording. Once I get to like $100 profit, then I'm sharing my screen, phone screen. Be right back. All right, so I'm about over $100 in profit, getting close to $200 in profit. So let's see what happens. The price is pushing down. So what I'm going to do is pause this recording. Then once I get to my $250 profit, I'll resume this recording. Close my first partial trade, so be right back. So it looks like we're close to a $200 profit. My goal is to get at least $250. So once we get close to that, and we get to the $250 mark or more, then I'm going to close the first partial trade. So I'll be right back. All right, so I closed my first partial trade, $258 profit. So not bad. So we did that. So we're still $12 in profit on our second partial trade. So let's see what the market is doing now. Let me switch up my screen here. Yeah, so price is really pushing down. So what I'm going to do is just pause this recording. We'll see how much farther. We'll see if we can hit our first take profit. That'd be dope. Then we can probably just wrap it up for this trade. So let me pause this recording to see if price goes even further. Be right back. Looks like we're getting close to crushing our first take profit. We're close to it. So they probably, so the banks probably sold again to cover this previous sell order that they couldn't fulfill previously here. So price is probably going to pull back a little bit and then maybe close down and continue to go down. So we'll see. Still $14 in profit on the second trade. So be right back. So what I'm going to do on this trade is the second trade. I'm going to wait a couple minutes and see what this candle does. Now, if the next candle closes above here, then it might be a signal for a reversal. But if the next candle closes below this and continues to go down, then I'm staying the trade. But if the next candle closes above this or price pushes up a little too high to where I'm close to just a $5 profit, I'm just going to close that trade and just possibly just move on. So let's see in about 13 minutes what this candle decide to do, and we'll take it from there. Be right back. So looking at the RSI here, it looks like this is a reversal or maybe a huge pullback. So up $33 in profit. I'm just going to go ahead and just close this partial trade as $3. So now let me go back to my MetaTrader 4 here. So $262 profit. So that's not bad. So if I stay consistent doing that 5 days a week within a month's time, let me pull out the calculator. So let's say $260 a day, times that by 5 days, times that by 4 weeks. About over $5 grand a month. Not bad at all. So that's good. So I can say we won this trade. We got our profits and moved on. Within these two candles, price might possibly pull all the way back just to fulfill all those orders. And then they probably might move price up to correct price and then shoot price further even down. That might possibly happen. Or it might come back to the 50% up in this area and then shoot on down. But we already got our profit, so we're going to move on. So we're going to pretty much just close this session. And so thank you guys for tuning in. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.